Howdy, y'all. This is Earl here with your Redneck Nation. Uh, First off, I was up late. First night I ordered cable. That's a difficult thing, but I was watching cable and I saw this thing called Man vs. Wild. I was like, how the fuck do you get paid God knows how much when I do that every fucking day? I live my life. I put my life on the line. Climbing up mountains, shooting buck. They have rabies. And this dude climbs up a rock, jumps down a hill, and he gets paid $1,000,000. I think it's bullshit. It really makes me mad. But, other than that, one of the things I love to do is, of course, chewing my tobacco. But one goddamn thing I hate is first thing I do, quarter till noon, put a dip in. It's the first thing I do when I wake up. Last thing I do before I go to bed. Wake up, put a dip in. For some reason, I always just get this urge to put my contacts in. I don't like them, but I just put my contacts in right after I put a dip in. And, of course, I forget to wash my hands every single time. And I get dipped mine every day. You hear this? I mean, it's horrible. I get beat because I do it, because I wake people up. I've been shot with 12 gauge twice, and I don't like it. That's one thing that I just can't get my head wrapped around. But other than that, I plow my own fields. I beat my wife. I scream coon to my hound. I mean, just basic redneck stuff. But other than that, it's pretty light life. I mean, last night, I was thinking about how much fun I had. I was hunting. I'm sitting up in my tree, of course with the dip in, and I'm looking through my scope, and I scope onto a 12 pointer. I'm like, God damn, that's a 12 pointer. And I scope in on its eye. No. Matter of fact, I scoped on the back of its head. And I just smiled. I could just see that buck just hanging above me when I'm making love to my wife. And just thinking of it instead of thinking about my wife. And I just smiled and pulled the trigger. Boom. Dead. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. I got it hanging above me. This is my bed, of course, but it's a guest bed, but I have it hanging over my bed, and I made love to my wife last night, and I was thinking of it. I just smiled. Closed my eyes and I just smiled. And she was asking, what you smiling about? I'm like, just keep doing your job. And I beat her. Because she stopped. But it felt good. But, a couple redneck jokes that I'd like to point out that I find very offensive. Not really, I find them really funny, but I find that when people say redneck jokes to Joe Foxworthy, yeah, I reckon him shut the fuck up, because I like him dissing us rednecks. A couple redneck jokes I like is, if you think carving a pumpkin requires M80s, C4s, or any explosives, you might be a redneck. I just love that one to death. This is for all the women out there, but if you think your cleavage is a cup holder, once again, you might be a redneck. I mean, if you think that mowing your lawn requires you to sit on your ATV, tape your lawnmower to the front of your ATV, and just put it into full gear, you might be a redneck. I mean, shoot. It's great, though. It's a great life. You wake up, you smell them coons just gnawing at your door. You see those bears just breathing heavily onto your glass windows. God, it's beautiful. You hear those birds chirping and thinking about what they'll be chirping about tonight after I get out there and shoot them. I mean, it's just a great life. That's all I have to say today. I'll be back some other time. I'm going to go get myself a 10-pointer. Or, not 10-pointer, 12-pointer. No, you know what? Make a 16 pointer. 16 pointer. Alright. Bye.